This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible? So, if I'm audible, you type as yes in the chat box. So then I can continue the today's topic. Uh, how many of you have practiced yesterday's whatever I gave? So someone like one minute. So in the WhatsApp group, say that posted me that taking long time. So I hope that most of them you have installed Windows 10 or any Windows versions, not at all problem, whatever you have. But do not run the code like script, whatever I'm going to giving you today. If you run this in the physical machine, then you cannot able to recover it back. Okay, so that's why please yesterday whatever I taught you that some of the precautionary measurement like installing Windows operating system and taking the snapshot and reverting that into every regular frequently whenever you run the code, and the system is going to taking the stress and start working slowly. Okay, so in such case we have to restore it back. Okay, so that is the main reason. So you have to avoid the code to execute in the physical machine. If you're trying to execute that in the physical machine, then you will be facing a lot of problems. So please avoid it and do not use this as uh, what I can say, only for educational purpose you have to use. Other than that, if you try to use for intentionally to damage anything, then it will become a problem. So do not use that as a uh, taking the revenge or something or that. So it is only for educational purpose. Okay, and how many of you have installed? You type as yes in the chat box. Sayeda, except Sayeda, then what about Nakshatra, then Ashika, Priyanka, Faraz, Chandana, Kartika, Netravati, Ujesha? So please let us know me the status. Okay, Priyanka says yes, so she is ready to run the program. And what about others? Nakshatra, Priyanka, Ujesha, okay. What about others? Kartika, Ashika, Chandana. So if you're not installed, they can only make that experience, means the practical things. When I'm going to share some code, then they can understand in better way. So even if not installed also, now from now onward also you can try to install it, so that it will take minimum 30 minutes to explain the concepts. So you keep that ready. So yesterday I gave some of the introduction part for malware threats. So some of them, those who have missed, like Monica, so like some other students, those who are not irregular, so they can understand. Today's I'll go to repeat the same thing. So what is malware? So today's topic is malware threat. So malware is nothing but malicious software. So that they have taken in the short form as a malware. So like malicious software. So combination of malicious software that makes malware. So what is malware? Malware, it's a type of program that combines malicious code with genuine application. So genuine applications nothing but original applications. So without disrupting and very clean code, your application is going to work without any problem. That is called as genuine applications. So in that case, whenever you have genuine applications like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Power BI, Tableau, okay, and Photoshop, any piece of software application, if you take, inside that the people who are like experts, like black hat hackers, then gray hat hackers, then white hat hackers, they used to combine that malicious code in the genuine applications area, and their intention is to perform operations in such a way that it can take control of a system, or that could cause damage. So this is called as malicious software, or malicious, or what I would like to say is malware. So the next point is we have a concept like types of malware. The list of types of malware, we have a Trojan, number two, virus, number three, worm, number four, rootkits, number five, we have a spyware, and then number six, we have a ransomware, number seven, we have a adware, so number eight is called as backdoor. So 1 minute, I'm taking VMware machine. Okay, it's take time. So now the question is here, what is Trojan now? So Trojan, it is a type of malicious software, okay, and which has a, what I can say, malicious code. So and also it can name that as a tricks. Okay, so it is a tricks the user into installing it. Okay, just like it's a fake game or software installer that once run secretly installs malware. So that type of activities, if they target, then that would name that as a Trojan. it does not replicate itself. It's like a virus worm. Okay, and instead of it creates a backdoor for attackers. So it start working. What I would like to say is, secretly install some malicious code. Okay, and it start communicating. And we have a one more called as, what is that, virus. So this is also a malicious program which is going to attaches itself to the files. Okay, so like software, boot sectors, and also spread when those files are shared. So whenever you share some of the files which are affected with the virus, then it starts spreading on itself. Okay, and it requires human actions. So like human actions like is nothing but just he has to double click. So to running that infected files to spread. So that type of system is called as virus. Okay, example like MS Word file, if that infected, whenever it runs that malicious code, when it is opened, then it start working. So this is called as virus. And next we have one more called as worms. So this is a one worm. So worms, nothing but it's a self-replicating malicious code that's going to spread across the network automatically. Whenever you have a network in the system, just like network 1, network 2, network 3, okay, whichever network you are working, then it start replicating itself across networks without human interactions. So without human interactions it start working on this. So this is called as worms. Okay, just like what I would like to say is, unlike virus, okay, and worms do not need any hosting files. Okay, they exploit vulnerabilities to spread it. If there is a weakness, then it start working on that. Okay, so even you can search in the Google, so naming that as I love you, so it is a name of the virus, sorry, name of the worms. Okay, which will have like a 2000, so like to spread via email and also crashed the system worldwide. So whenever you have free time, just you type the keyword like what I said, I love you and worms. Okay, that is an example of naming. It's a name of the worms. Okay, and which start working means, when those days it start working in the email, and it's spread across that system, and crashed the system worldwide. So that is the effect of worms. And next one we have a one more called as rootkits. So rootkits, it's a collections of tools or programs, like most of the attackers to use to gain the what I can say, administrator privileges, and it's going to hide in their presence and taking the administrator control. Okay, even you need not require to what is that, to crack the username and password, even not required any brute force attack. Okay, so automatically the ones that rootkits get installed in the targeted machine, then whenever you like, so it's going to gain that administrative level or control of the computer system, and which is not going to display anything. Okay, which is hide their presence and start working on that. So one of the main area the hackers are installing the rootkits, main purpose is to steal the password. Okay, so to get to know about the password and stay hidden for a month. Okay, might be 1 month, 2 month, 3 months. It's okay, it depends upon their wish. So the hackers installed a rootkits to steal their password, then their wish to take what only getting the passwords. So that type of malicious code is called as rootkits. So rootkits, it's a collections of tools or programs that allows that attackers to gain the administrative level control. Or administrative level is nothing but root code. Okay, in Linux we used to say root, and in Windows operating system we used to call that as an administrator. uh, but it is hiding their presence and start working on that. So next we have a spyware. So spyware, it's also a malware designed to secretly monitor user activities and steal the data. Like what I would like to say is, whenever user press keyboard A B C D or something like that, whatever keystrokes is going to type, so the same keystrokes I am also getting in my screen. So that is one of the activity what I would like to say. So that is called as spyware. Okay, so sometimes we used to say that key loggers. What is that? Key loggers. KEYLOGGER, keylogger. So the keystrokes are stealing the data from the user activity and to monitor them. Uh, this is the one of the malicious code or malicious piece of code which is designed to get the user activities, to monitor the user activities and steal the data like a password, then credit card information, whatever user is going to type in the keyboard, so it's keep on updating in your screen. So that you can secretly monitor user activity is called as spyware. So example like keyloggers that record everything what you type. Next we have a ransomware. So ransomware, it is also a malware that locks or encrypt the files and demanding for the payment. This is one of the dangerous one, and even what I would like to say that day. So in the previous last two class back, I've shared some of the what is that some news ads, it seems. So what Microsoft has given the warning for them, for the Microsoft users. So just like ransomware. Okay, so malware that what I can what I would like to say, ransomware malware. So ransomware malware that is going to perform like locking or encrypting the files and demanding for the payment ransom to restore access. Okay, so if you when you pay that money, then only they are going to restoring your access. So even if you what I can say, format your computer system also, so it's not going to be working. So it is extremely dangerous and especially causes for the businesses downtime and financial losses. So that's why be aware of this ransomware. And even if you want to know about some of the ransomware, uh, i- whenever you have free time, you check in the uh, Google WannaCry, WANNACRY. So it's a name of the ransomware. WannaCry ransomware attacks in 2017. So that crippled hospital and companies, and they started and demanded for the money. Okay, and next we have one more called as adware. So adware, this also contains malicious code, and this is going to automatically display and download unwanted ads. Okay, if you have most of the times whenever you browsing some of the internet, so without your knowledge some of the ads are going to displaying. Even Google is also not putting ads, so sometimes the ads keep on coming into your in the Google Chrome area, and if the moment if you click, then it start working on that. Okay, so like that automatically displays and also downloads unwanted ads. In simple word, I would like to say that as a pop-up ads. So the pop-up ads appearing constantly even when you are offline. So most of the time, most of the time, 1 minute. So what I was explaining is adware. Pop-up ads appearing constantly even when you are in offline, and sometimes saying that it is going to be a bundled with the free applications, but not always highly destructive, but it is anonymous and also privacy invading type of malicious activities are going to be conducted in this. But the problem is it's keep on getting the automatically keep on displaying the ads. So this is one of the area where people are targeting and distributing their particular malicious code for your computer system. Then last one is backdoor. So the backdoors, it's a hidden every points into a system. Okay, it's a what I would like to say bypassing the normal authentication. Whenever you would like to wish to get the connections of your targeted machine, so maintaining access and gaining access, then this is the one of the beautiful concepts where you can get into the PC using backdoor. Okay, so what I would like I would like to give an example like the attackers, once they install backdoor, they can reconnect anytime without being detected. So this is the beauty of backdoor. But most of the attackers, they used to target this type of backdoor in on especially for the user computer PCs, and which is created by oftenly is created by trojans. Then attackers, after compromising the system, they used for persistent unauthorized access. This is called as backdoors. So now the differences summary, if I would like to say Trojan. So Trojan, what it is a disguised entry malware. Then virus. So need a host file and user action. Number three, for worms, self spreading across network. Then rootkits, it hides attackers presence at system level. Then spyware is going to steal information secretly. Then ransomware, it's going to locks and encrypts files for ransom. Then next one you have adware. So just like bombards. So bombards with ads. Then backdoors. So the backdoors like a secret access path for hackers. So among this, which is the most main impact? For example, if I take a Trojan, so Trojan will not have any replication functions and infections method. So like user has to install it. Then main impact is to what, create a backdoor and allows that hacker access by the Trojan, and visibility is hidden. Okay, this is one of the keyword concept in the Trojan area. But if I talk about virus, so virus replication needs to have host file, but infection methods is what it's going to infect the files, spread via across user actions, sharing files and running files, and the main impact is corrupting the files and slow down the system and data loss. These are the things are going to be performed on viruses. And visibility, sometimes visible and system is going to work slowly, slow down, and sometimes it also crashes with the effect of virus. Now, if I take a worms, self-replicates and is going to exploit the network software's vulnerabilities and taking the advantages of that area, and rapidly spread across the networks and consumes the bandwidth, and it's naming that as a DDoS attacks. Okay, and usually noticeable when network is being slowed down. Okay, so if system is too slow, then it is an effect of virus. If completely the entire network is too slow, then you have to check with the worms. Okay, and some viruses using Trojan, if they have installed, then it's creating a backdoor and allows that you hackers to access whenever he want. Okay, and talk about when we talk about the rootkits, so the rootkits replication which will not be having, but once it is installed after gaining the administrator rights via Trojan. Okay, so Trojan, because of that reason, the Trojans are very very dangerous. So using Trojan, people can able to gain the computer administrative access and also backdoors. Okay, because of that reasons, the people who are scaring about that Trojans. So or if I have a rootkits, then I have to install with the help of Trojan itself. Okay, so if I want to get that entire administrator rights, so then I have to go for Trojan. So via Trojan, I can get the what I can say administrator rights, and it is going to have main impact is hiding the hacker activities and get the full system control, and very hard to detect. The rootkits get installed once, it is very hard to detect. Then next we have a spyware. One more time, so spyware, it's bundled with applications via malicious link, and is going to main purpose is to what, stealing the passwords, keystrokes, whatever you want, and but silently works in the background. Okay, so silent in background, that won't give any warning or any what I say advertisement, so on so on. And last, okay, it's a previous one, it is a ransomware. So the ransomware, like phishing mails, they used to target in the phishing mails malicious downloads. Okay, then people used to have exploits. Okay, once it is successfully the hacker successfully uh, successfully, if they have sent to the targeted missions, and if they executed, then files are going to be locked, like encrypting the files and demanding for the payment. It's a very visible, and the lock screen and ransom note. Okay, ransom note is nothing but asking for some demands. Okay, and we have a adware, it's a bundle with free software and showing unwanted ads and collecting the browsing data. Also, you might have a username and password in the cookies. So whenever you type username and password to access Gmail or something and all, so automatically which is going to load the moment if you type gmail.com or something, any website if you open. So because which are stored under cookies, then to get that informations, people are targeting the adwares, and it's stealing and collecting the browsing data. It shows unwanted ads, and it's very visible. The keep on pop-ups are coming and playing in the screen. So it's get collecting the information and sending that same informations to the particular person who those who have sent. Okay, then backdoor, this created by the trojans, malware, or hackers, and secretly unauthorized access for the long-term control. People used to have this, uh, and but it's visibility wise, it's not going to be display anything. Is it clear? So now if I take one small area, like if I say virus, so virus and worm, in one word, what will you say after the explanation part? So use your uh, chat box and you type only one word, the takeaways. Not malware. In the malware only you have the keywords. So virus and worms are self spreading. Now if I talk about rootkits and spyware and backdoors, what do you say for this? Only Ujesha is trying. What about others? Ashika, Paraz, Netravati, Monica, Aditya, Yukta, just to guess and tell. So rootkits, spyware, backdoors. This for stealthy. Then ransomware, adware. This is highly visible. Then we take trojans, deceptive. So you have to remember the keys. Okay, so there will be a questions, sir. Give me some real world examples. So real world example, like if I talk about Trojan. So Trojan real world example, like Zeus Trojan. It was in 2007. Okay, so it is spread via phishing emails. Spread via phishing emails and infected millions of PC. Just imagine, millions of PCs, and to steal online banking credentials. This is the real world examples. And one more for the virus, the real world example like Melissa virus. Even you can check in this internet, so and you will be getting. So this was very popular in 1999. Okay, and it was used, and they have targeted MS Word documents. Document, it's a Word document virus that spread via email attachments. So whenever you try to download any email attachments, plus first you have to scan them. So email attachments, and forcing mail servers worldwide to shut down. Then one more, there is a worm. The name is what? I It's a worm in 2000. It's a real time one. So this also spread through email, and subject was like this. This is a subject name. The moment if they clicked, so they paid a penalty like crashed systems globally and caused 10 million damage. Just imagine how much strong it was. And next, there is a rootkits. So for rootkit, real world, Sony, BMG, rootkit scandal. This was in 2005. So Sony CD, music CD, secretly installed rootkits. Sony music CD, secretly installed rootkits on PCs to prevent copying, and opened security loopholes. So this was the very no, popular one, Sony BMG, and spyware, cool web search. So this is the name of the spyware. So it is redirected browsers to unwanted sites. Okay, with the moment if you click that, if you plan to close that particular ads, like what I can say, the moment if you click that, automatically it's bouncing and redirected to some unwanted sites. The reason is to stole browsing data, and was very hard to remove. That was cool web search. So now ransomware. So the ransomware WannaCry. It was in 2017. So this is exploited Windows vulnerabilities and encrypted data in 150 plus countries, and shutting down hospitals and companies because it was completely locked. Then they prepared complete area of this area, and which is completely, it was shutting down the hospital and companies. It is encrypted the data over 150 plus countries. So ransomware, the real-time example like WannaCry, and spyware example cool web cool web search. Then rootkit examples like Sony BMG. Then worms like so worms like in the name of I love you. So that was a subject line in the email. Most of the virus and malwares, they have targeted only in the emails. So you can see like trojans, melissa virus, and worms, the rootkits, and spyware. Anything if you create or anything if you design, make ensure how do you deliver them into the proper targeted machines. So people in the real time, the attackers, they used to have a mails. That is the only area people they used to deliver their malicious code. So make ensure what are the major types of malware you have. And this is the one word line answers whatever I've given here. And this is the definition part. So if that understood, you type as yes in the chat box. Then we'll continue with the practical, how we can design one small virus and how to execute it in the virtual machine. So if you not installed virtual machine, so please install it. So whatever I've taught you yesterday's, then we'll execute, and I will show you that how to run and how to prevent those things. So you type as yes in the chat box if you understood. So I will share you this notes in the WhatsApp. So check once. So you received, did you receive the content in the mail? make ensure are you are you using the virtual machine, because I'm using this virtual machine. You also try to use virtual machine, but do not uh, run Kali Linux and as well as Metasploit. I want only Windows applications of Windows operating system. And one more thing I forgotten to explain. The thing is the symptoms of the Trojan attacks. So how do I rectify that the symptoms if Trojan is attacked? So the number one, the computer browser is going to redirecting unknown web pages. Okay, the moment if you click some button, then it is redirecting to some unknown pages. It is bouncing the pages. Okay, that is one of the example and symptoms to understand that Trojan attacks. And next thing is the strange chat boxes appears on your computer screen. So you doesn't comes to know that some chatbots are going to play and start typing some, saying that hello, hi, something and all. So strange chat boxes appears on your computer screen. That is the second symptoms. And third symptoms is reversing the functions uh, of the right and left mouse buttons. So right button will take the left button functions, and left button will take the functions of right button. So it is reversing the functions. So if you find that one of the functions area, you assume that it is a symptoms of the Trojan attacks. Next, we have abnormal activities by the modem or network adapter or hard disk drive. So it's becoming completely slow down of your computer operations. That is a fourth one, symptoms. Then fifth one is the account password is going to be changing. So suppose you will be using your own standard account, what is that, user account password, but when you try to use the same password for your computer system, is never start works. Okay, because so the attackers has got changed your user computer name and password. So computer, most of the times computer name username is same, but password they used to rechange. Okay, so the user account password is going to be changed. That is another symptoms of the Trojan attacks. The next thing is ISP compliance to the target, so that your computer system is going to performing unauthorized network scans. Okay, so the people, third party people used to target that your computer is going to perform unauthorized network scanning. So this is what ISP compliance is, means they will be taking care of your internet advantages and targeting of your computer, and taking the computer informations like network scanning, so on so on. And next symptoms is the attackers can gain access to the personal informations about the target. This is about the symptoms list. Okay, then might be the questions are, how do I detect the mm, Trojan if it is attacked, or if that installed, if that performing and getting the symptoms like this, then how do I detect it? So to detect it, to detect the list, you have to scan your port first. Make ensure what are the ports are running. Okay, and which are the process are running. So these are the two important area where you have to search. Okay, so uh, if you have a notebook and pen, just you write down like how to detect the detection of the Trojans. So you can scan for the suspicious open ports, and secondly, suspicious running process. Okay, if you right click in the taskbar, which will come to know that what are the running process you have. And third one is device drivers. Did you install the original one or not? If you have not installed that original device drivers, then you uninstall it, then which will be create a safer zone. Okay, then registry entries you have to check. Windows services. Okay, so I taught you in the beginning of your ethical hacking course how to make use of some of the Windows commands and all. So in that part, I've shown you one of the command services.msc, where you can check the services, Windows services which are running, and make ensure that startup programs so which are running. So here unknowingly, people, if they take that entry, so startup programs entry, that is another method to detect your Trojans. And try to check the suspicious activities in your network activities. So this is how you can checking your ports. Is it clear? In Windows, there is a command. So the command is netstat -an, that you check later which are the open ports. And suspicious drivers, open what is the process you have, process list. Just like right clicking here, right click, take taskbar and go to the resource and process area. Here you can see which are the process are running. This is the name of the process what you have. If you find any suspicious activities services, just you right click over there and end the task. So this is a simple method where how you can stop them. Just right click, end them. Here anti-malware service is executed. This is a background process. You can see earlier I was not in this area. If you end the task also, I am getting the same one. So just like this, there's a few examples how you can get to know about this area. So target your applications. Just I'm writing here one of the malicious code. So stating that at the rate echo of loop start space slash b cmd.exe means command executable. Okay, then the code is space slash c, then stating that echo means print percentage random percentage ampersand go to loop. This is the starting and ending. Then again go to loop. It's a very simple one, but you remember, you might be asking, sir, what will be the effect of this area? The effect of this area, it's very simple. It's keep on uh, looping and randomly generates the command prompt. Okay, now let's see. I'll be taking this as a save as. Okay, a1.bat. Just I'm naming this as a bat batch file. Okay, and look at this. I'm taking the file all files. Then you click save. The file is created here. a1.bat. Bat means batch file. So right click and just open. Okay, do not click open. Just use select the edit option, that you can see what code it has inside this. Okay, so what I will do is just double click once. Could you see? And right click on this, and what is the effect? And it is getting a overload. It's right, keep on increasing the overload on CPU. See this. So 63 percentage, 24 percentage, but CPU usage, it is taking that entire area of the utilization of the CPU in the background. Just imagine if they keep this entire activity in the hidden format, then if unknowingly it would have installed. Okay, if you are searching, if you are testing and verifying in this manner, it's okay. But imagine if you are not using the same one, if it is hidden, and simply if you are clicking and waiting for lot of time to open the files and folders. Just have a look once again, open the taskbar and check what you have here. So CPU usage is 100%. So what I will do, just I'll be stop this. Then imagine, see this, what happened. So CPU usage, earlier it was 100%, now this has been reduced to 10%, 2%, 4% like this. So it's a small piece of code, and it's impacting on your computer system. But it's you have not seen that much. Uh, what I would like to say, the changes. So now, if I take one more code at the rate echo of stop loop start, the same thing I am taking, but I have changed some area. I will be naming this as a2.bat. Save it, close this. That you could see here. Uh, right click and click edit. The same code you have. Right click on this taskbar, and here you can see the CPU usage, memory usage. It's not having much area, means consumption is not having. Now if I start run this, see what happened. So 100% usage. Now system working on this, but utilization is 100%. Is it clear? So now open your virtual machine and start creating this code, and save that as .bat file, batch file. Go to file, save as a2.bat, and select all file, and you click save, then execute. So I'll give uh, 10 minutes of time. So execute this code. So some more code I will try to give in the WhatsApp itself. So just have a experience and let me know this. So I'll be waiting for your reply. So execute this same one and ping me in the chat box. So what you do, Saida, very simple, right click on this desktop, go to new and take a text file. Okay, let it be same as it is. Open this. Same thing you type, whatever you have here, save it in the name of, save as, in the name of b1 dot bat and select all files, click save. That's all. Now the b1 file is created. Just right click and open and start working on this. Look at this. Hope you understood, Saida. Okay, you're saying that virtual machine still is not opening. Okay. Might be the resources of your computer like RAM, CPU. Okay, so check the compatibility. So if you have a high memory, then higher end processor, then your task will get over immediately. Okay, so like this, some more commands I will send you through WhatsApp. I have pasted some of the malicious code. Uh, just to take the same code itself. Okay, only the code part you take, do copy paste and create a batch file and execute them, and you show me the result in the next class. I gave only the 4 part. If you want real-time ransomware, real-time rootkits to design the virus, so you have to pay for them. Like the real-time hackers, they used to create a software and they are selling. If you pay for them, then they will give you a particular software where you can create a malicious file and send them to the target machine. If they double click, then you will be getting the responses. Super, Jesha. So, just I'm marking the attendance now. Today's date is 22nd. Priyanka present, Nakshatra present, then Saida present, then Karthik present, Jesha present, Netravati present, Aditya present, Yukta present, Faraz present, Ashika present, Rita present, Arti present. Any names are missing here? One, two, 10, 12. Okay, the 12 students are there. So, ask me if you have any doubts before winding up this class. Okay, so practice once again whatever I've shared you in the WhatsApp group. So execute after the installation of VMware. So some more we will discuss in the next class. So without using any script. So I will try to teach you some availability of the resources files. So there will be some ready-made software is available. If I will try to download the particular virus makers. If I get that virus makers, I will share with you and I will show you once. Okay. So until that, you practice and remember the concept. So see you all guys.